Yeah, record on. Cool. Cool. Sweet. That's all recording.
My roommate is
Oh.
on my desk or down beside the calendar.
Oh, my niece is.
I'm just going to see if anyone else is popping up, team. That's all. And then we'll crack into things. We've got ourselves a fair group of people here. Let's see. Do we have any more? All right, guys. Well, we're going to crack into things. I don't see anyone else popping on. If I see other people popping on, I'll just bump them into this group as we get going. So, guys, today we are doing Murph in memory of Anzac Day. So I'm going to pop us up into our screen share here so that we can have a little bit of a talk about what all we have going on today, guys. So with this piece, guys, everyone can see this here, right? You guys can see the workout? Me. Okay, so today, guys, for Murph, what we're looking at doing, if you guys haven't read it already, is we're doing our 1 mile backpack run. Then we are going into doing 100 backpack bent over rows, 200 backpack push-ups, 300 backpack air squats, and then another mile run. Now, with those reps today, with that 100 backpack bent over rows, our 200 push-ups, and our 300 squats, we can partition this however we want to, right? So there's heaps of different strategies that you guys can pick and choose. You guys could do 10 sets of 10, 20, 30 reps, 20 sets of 5, 10, 15. You could come at it with however you want to come at it. Some of you guys might take this and do it as your 100 rows, then your 200 push-ups, then your 300 air squats. That's perfectly okay, guys. My biggest thing, and like we've kind of said it now with a couple of our posts so far today, is just remember, guys, today people gave our lives for us. People gave our lives or their lives for our freedom and for us to be able to do things like kick it and have CrossFit as something that we can come to and throw down to and do fitness and even have the privilege of being able to get together as a community and function as a community. So I know that this one might get a little bit uncomfortable. I know this one might burn. I know this one might hurt. But today I want you guys to embrace that. Today usually I'll tell you guys, like, if it hurts, you know, dial it back a wee little bit. Today I'm going to tell you guys if it hurts, if the lungs are burning, if the quads are cramping or anything like that. I want you guys to push through it, right? Because that's what they had to do. They had to hit those front lines and push through those front lines as hard as possible. So that's my big piece to you guys today is no matter how hard it gets, I want you guys to keep pushing through, okay? I know that it's going to be there, but it requires that grit. It requires that tenacity. It requires us to go to that dark place that some of us don't go to very often, but just find it and embrace it. Just embrace that side, whether that looks like a calm resilience or an aggressive resilience or whatever that looks like to you. I want you guys to find that and get after it, okay? So that's what we have for our workout. But because this is such a monster of a workout, we're going to warm up and make sure that everything's firing and ready to go, and that we are pretty much primed, so to speak. And if we're talking about a car or an engine, we have all that oil lubricating the engine so that then it's ready to go and hit it as hard as we can before we crack into this workout. So before we crack into it, guys, we're going to go through a nice, relatively longish, but not super long warm-up with this today. We're going to go through 1 round of bootstrappers, do some sumo stance, inchworms. So with those inchworms, it's actually just taking a really, really wide stance. So we're like our normal split or sumo stance that we would take. So with those inchworms today, if you guys can see, we're taking this wide stance. We're walking those hands out, and then we're still walking those legs up in that wide stance for those inchworms. That's just stretching out our hamstrings a little bit differently than they normally would whenever we do our inchworms. Then after that, we're going to do our 5 groiners on each side of our body. Remembering with those groiners today, guys, as we're hitting them, that we're keeping that back knee off the ground. We're still getting into that deep, deep lunge position, trying to open that hip flexor up as much as we possibly can, and then swapping sides. And then from there, guys, we have our 5 scat push-ups. So with those 5 scat push-ups from the top of that push-up position, we're pinching them together and pressing them away so that they're moving around that whole entire shoulder blade. Then from there, we have our bent over rows, our 5 push-ups with a control, so that 3-second lower, 5 sit-ups with a controlled lower, that's just waking up the midline, and then our 5 squats with a 5-second lower, and then a stand for that to get us warmed up there. Then after that, we're just gonna do a little bit of prep on our calves or ankles. This just popped here. So with this, we're gonna do some toe walking, heel walking, some high knees, and some butt kickers, just to get our legs nice and warmed up and those calves nice and warmed up and prepped and ready to go. Cool? I'm gonna take that as a cool. All right, so what we are gonna do then, guys, to start off with is we're gonna go through our bootstrappers. So I'm going to have, we'll have Ollie count us through our 5 bootstrappers, please.
Can I just ask, did everybody appreciate my demo of the backpack running in the video? Did you appreciate that? Yeah, I know. Technical.
I think Ollie's frozen. Jem, I'll have you count us through our 5 reps, Jem.
You want me to take over?
Oh. Yep.
3,
Nice.
4.
Oh.
5.
Perfect. Thank you, Kip. All right, guys. So we're going to take that wide sumo stance now, and we are going to go through 5 inchworms. Craig, my man, I'll have you call us through these 5 inchworms. Brother.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beautiful. All right, team. Now we are going to go through our 10 groiners. Izzy, could I have you take us through our 10 groiners, please?
1.
All right, guys. Remember, we're squeezing that glute, driving that hip forward.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Neither.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to get into our 5 scat push-ups. So can I have Alex, can you count us through our 5 scat push-ups, please?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. All right, team. And then from there, guys, we're going to grab our backpack or whatever object that we're planning on using. And then we're going to get into our 5 backpack bent over rows. So remembering rows as we do them, even if you don't have a backpack, if you have a cat, if you have a chair, whatever have you, you're hinging forward, keeping that flat back, pulling those shoulder blades back and pulling that backpack into that lower ribs, and then coming down to at full time. As you pull back, I want you to think about pushing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Can I get 10 reps of this on, we'll get it on Auntie B, please.
What?
10 reps, please.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Nice.
6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Awesome. Thank you for that. All right, guys. And then we are going to go through, and I'd like 5 push-ups. With this one, guys, I just want you to show a little bit of control as you lower yourself to the floor. But remembering, guys, that we're trying to keep those quads off the floor today. So we're keeping that tummy tight. We're squeezing those glutes on as hard as we can. So just that reminder with the push-ups today, don't want to see people doing the worm as their push-ups. We're getting down to the floor. There should be that little bit of space underneath those quads. And we're pressing through to full extension at the top. So each rep has to the deck. And we're showing that control. Could I get 5 reps of this on mat, please? Oh, and then while we're on the ground, guys, we're gonna do 5 sit-ups. Could I get these on Gemma, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome, and then we can stand up, team. And then we are gonna get 5 air squats, guys. So remember with those air squats, our feet are shoulder to hip apart. We're initiating this movement by sending those hips back and down, and we're driving those knees out nice and wide. Could I get 5 reps of this on Mel, please?
1, 2, 3, 4,
That was a beautiful squat.
5.
Good. Main team, main. All right, team. So now, guys, we're going to go through a little bit of prep just to get those ankles nice and warm. We do have quite a bit of running today. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go through about 10 meters if we have it marked off. If we don't have it marked off, what I want you guys to do is take 20 steps. But we're going to be up on our toes for this. So especially for the guys in the crew, I want you guys to – it's going to be tough for us as guys, but we got to imagine that we have high heels on. The ladies might be able to rock this, but we're up on those toes for our toe walks. On our heel walks, we're pulling the toes up towards the ceiling as high as we can and walking on those heels. So we'll do 20 steps of each one of those, guys. So we'll go through our 20 heel walk or toe walks to start with, and we can go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Then once you've done your 20 steps, then we're going to swap. So we'll go from the toes to our heels, and then we'll come back in. Get in me and then a pump. Cool. Good. All right, team. And then now we're going to go through 20 meters. Again, if we don't have the meters marked off, that's all good. What I'm going to have you guys go through here is 30 repetitions of high knees. So remembering we're driving those knees nice and high, trying to get them almost, well, not even just driving, but pulling them up almost towards our chest. And with this, we're going to talk about arm action really quick. So as we're going through with our high knees today, guys, as that right leg comes up, I want you to bring that left hand up. So we're going from cheek to cheek as we're doing our high knees. Okay, and we'll go through this in 3, 2, 1. Let's crack into these high knees, team. And then we are going to go through our butt kickers now, guys. So we're going through 30 reps of those butt kickers, just pulling that heel in towards the butt. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. All right. How's everyone feeling? Feeling warm? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're going to have another wee little chat. I'll give you guys the reminder about what we have going on for this workout, guys. So with this workout today, guys, just that reminder with it being our backpack Murph. We're starting off, we're doing that mile run. If we don't quite have a mile marked off, the math, it's about 5 minutes that I want you guys. 5 to 10 minutes is
I'd say 10.
100 times 4. I want for 8 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes. If you guys don't have a mile, ideally you guys have that mile marked off. But yeah, we're aiming kind of for that 8-minute mark with that mile today. You might even come in under 7, depending on how fast you are. But ideally, you have that mile marked off. Then, like I said, you guys partition these reps. So you guys can work through, you can hit those 100 backpack bent over rows and your push-ups, squats, however you guys would like. And then we're getting into that 1 mile backpack run to finish things off today. Do we have any questions with this workout at all, guys?
I
have a pull-up. Sorry.
Oh, here's the people coming in. Kip, first. What's up?
If I have a pull-up bar, can I do pull-ups instead of bent over rows?
Yes, sir. You can sure do pull-ups instead of those bent over rows. If we have any back issues as well too today, guys, if bent over rows just aren't our jam, that's not working for us, there is the option. We can swap those bent over rows out for sit-ups as well too today. Just swap them out for your 100 sit-ups in place. If those backpack bent over rows, like if your back's just way too jacked up or something's like really, really bugging you with that, that's kind of like our alternation for there. If something happens that you can't air squat today, one variation that we could look at would be doing reverse lunges on the spot. So we're still taxing our legs, still working through that way. That's what we can end up doing for movements in place. Those push-ups, remember guys, we can do them from the knees. We can elevate ourselves as well too to reduce that range of motion a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at for our movement scaling, our optimization standards. Cool.
I've got 2 questions now.
Yes, what's up, Ollie?
Is there a cap on this one?
Nah. Tomorrow.
Second question. Are Kip's pull-ups strict?
I will if you will, Ollie.
You might finish a lot earlier than me.
Oh, no, you haven't called it.
Are we doing strict pull-ups, Ollie?
Are there any recommendations for running with a dumbbell?
I don't. Well, I was going to wear a 9 kilo backpack, man, but I might take it off for strict pull-ups then.
I think I'm going to have to. I have to do mine strict too because of the beam.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. The backpack off. I'm a little bit disappointed, but
Come on, guys.
I mean, I can try.
Nah, I'm just bugging you. Okay. But before we crack into this workout, guys, as we would with anything, we are going to take a moment of silence. So I like to just do that right now, guys, whether you're putting your selves on mute or what have you. We're going to take about a moment of silence here. In this moment of silence, I just want you guys to think about what you have going ahead. I want you guys to, even if you can, find some gratitude. Be thankful for the fact that we do have our freedom, that we can do something like this on such a beautiful day, and understand that our freedom was not free. Someone had to pay a price for us, so we're about to go to work. But yeah, let's take that moment of silence now, team. Alrighty, guys. Cool. Thank you for that, team. All right, guys. So we are going to get cracking into this workout. So ideally, we have our gear. We have our space set up. If you guys are going for that run, you're taking me on your run with you, sweet as. If not, I'm not going to be heartbroken. But with this team, we will look to get things started. So before we crack into it, can I get a thumbs up from everyone that you got your gear ready? You're sorted. You're ready to rock and roll. Cool. I see thumbs up all around. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Our laptop's going to go off because we're going to run to the gym, and then I'm going to set it back up once we get there.
Sweet. That sounds good to me, bro. You better run fast. I'm going to miss you guys.
I'm gonna
I've got to
crush
keep up
him.
with her.
All right, Nate, you and Nancy, be ready, my man?
Yep.
Main. Alrighty, guys, we are going to get things started then. We are going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, team.
Go, baby.
What's up? Yo, you're back, Jake. Good move, my man. Oh. Then we have those 100 backpack bends over rows, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, my man. Going up, boy. Coach Thor checking in for duty. Yes, team.
I went for a bike ride with half flat tires. Cool.
Oh, very cool.
I should have checked that before I left.
Oh, it just made it harder.
Yeah.
Nice, Craig. Keep that big proud chest, my man. Nice work.
Hey, Kels.
Yes, Aldi.
Kels.
Yeah.
You have to tell Kev for me I'm not taking off the bag, so I'm not doing straight pull-ups.
All righty.
Sorry, please.
I'll just mute you so I can play some music.
Yeah. Yes, team. Good work, guys. On squats, drag those knees out, keep that chest up. There he is. Kip, Ollie's not doing strict pull-ups, he says.
Okay, all good. I'll
Yep.
do body weight pull-ups.
Alrighty.
How far in a week, else?
Right now, I'll pull us up here. We're 9 minutes and 24 seconds in.
Cool, thank you, bro.
Yep.
Right, baby.
Drive those knees out nice and wide on those squats, guys. Let's keep that chest up. Fighting on those positions, team. I think that thing's off. Everyone's
Let's pull this away from the stereo.
Yeah.
Can you hear the music?
Nah, now I can't. Sweet. If anything, super silence in the background. It's good. All right, guys. Let's drive those knees out. Keep that chest up. Nice, team. That's good. Keep that big proud chest on the rows, team. Pull those shoulder blades down and back. Nice, guys. That's good. Drive those knees out. Keep the weight in the heels. Try and keep that chest up so that you can breathe. Yeah. Guys are doing good. Keep chipping away, team. Nice, Craig. Keep the weight in those heels, my man. Pull those knees back. Work, NTB. Go, that's good. Drive those elbows back. Keep that big proud chest. Yeah, there we are. We're doing good, team. Keep chipping away. Work, guys. Remember, stand all the way up at the top of those squats. Squeeze those glutes. Drive those hips through for me. All right, Snicky. Those squats are looking good, my friend. Drive those knees out. Nice work, team. Keep holding on to it, guys. Still doing good, team. Keep chipping away at these reps. Remember, as we're squatting, we're spreading that floor apart. As we're doing our push-ups, we're keeping those elbows tucked to that body, screwing those hands into the floor if we need to. We're 14 minutes in, team. We're doing good, guys. Nice work, Mel. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Big, strong pull. All right, so those are looking good, my man. Pull those elbows down and back. Nice, Mads. Drive those knees out. The weight in the heels and shove that floor away. Nice work on those rows, Jake. Keep that big proud chest. Drive those elbows back, my man. We're doing good, guys. Nice, Craig. That's good, my man. Drive those knees out. White to keep that chest up. Good. Drive those knees out, my friend. Keep those eyes up. Pick a spot in front of you. Stare at it the whole time. Doing good. Good, Joe. Trying to keep the weight in the heels. That's better. Nice, Alex. Send those hips all the way through up at the top, my man. Here we go, Ollie. Good, brother. There you go. Press away from the floor. Squeeze those glutes. Keep everything braced. Nice, Nicky. There we are, Nikki. Keep driving those elbows back. Imagine I'm there annoying you and you're just trying to elbow me in the face. Yeah, there we go. There we are, Maddie. Drive those knees out, Maddie. Spread that floor apart. Nice work, is keep spreading that floor apart. Drive those heels through the floor as we stand.
Hey, Kels.
Yeah, what up, Ollie?
I think I have to be fully honest and say if I don't partition this, I'm not going to finish the backpack on the push-ups.
Oh, bro, partition it.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just going to take the backpack off for the push-ups because I've got like 55, and it's going to take so long if I can.
Yep, take the backpack off. That's all good, brother.
Yeah, it's tough enough as this.
Doing good, guys. A lot of us should be about getting close to that halfway there on our reps. Keep chipping through. I know we might be in that pain cave, but this is where it hits. This is where it sets in, where we got to keep pushing, guys. I know our lungs are screaming, our legs are screaming, our arms are screaming, our backs are screaming, but just in that space, scream harder, scream louder, be resilient as F. Let's go. Nice, Jake. Big, strong press away from that floor, my man. You're doing good, brother. Throwing those hands out, Nate. Remember to put the top of each rep if you need to. There, let's go, my man. Back into it. Set up at the top. Get everything tight. Press the floor away. There we go. Pull those knees back. Drive those hips through. Press down. Pull in those back. Roll those elbows back behind you. Drive that full part, my man. Those eyes up. Pull those knees back as we stand. Keep fighting to keep that chest up. Those weight in the heels. There we are. There we are. Okay, drive those knees out, brother. Breathe at the top of each rep. Nice, team. We're doing good, guys. We're 24 minutes in now, team. Keep chipping away.
How many minutes in?
24.
One-wise, Kels.
Just past 24 minutes in now, my man.
So how long were you giving us?
The whole day.
All day, good.
Here, I got snacks. I got popcorn set up. I'm ready to watch you guys.
That's all good, man.
We're doing good, guys. Keep chipping away. I know it's hurting right now. I know it's burning. There we are. Okay, keep driving those knees out, my man. Punch those heels through the floor as you stand. There. Big, strong rows. Drive those elbows back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Here we are, Maddie. Let's knock out some more. Keep those elbows close. That floor away. There, Alex. Pull those knees back. Send those hips through at the top, my man. Good, guys. Here we go, Ollie. Shake it off, my man. I know the pump is real. Should be getting nearly there, team. Should be about 3/4 of the way through the reps, potentially, depending on where we're at. Maybe even more. There we are, Alex. Big, strong drive, my man. Big, strong drive. Punch that floor away. Think about breaking that floor apart almost like you would a bar for bench. Eyes, Joe. Doing good, Joe. Keep those eyes up. There we are, Nikki. Drive those knees out. Big strong drive to the top. We're doing good, team. Welcome back, Ollie. Yeah. You're getting there, man. You're getting there, brother. Come on, Danny. Big strong drive. Press that floor up. There we are, Nate. You're doing good, brother. Keep that chest up. Drive those knees out. Jam. Send the hips through at the top. There we are. Big, strong drive. Pull the knees back. Drive the hips through. Good team. Nice, Jake. Drive those knees out, my man, just like you're doing. Punch the heels through the floor. Okay. Drive the knees. Pull the knees back as you stand. There we are. Good team. And we've just ticked over the 30-minute mark, guys. Work team, we're doing good, guys. There you go, Ollie. Let's start knocking these squats out, my man. Yes, Nicky, drive those knees out. Pull those knees back, send the hips through. There we are, Ollie. Try and keep those eyes up, my man. Eyes forward the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe in love, Dr. Love? Doing good, guys. We're doing good. Big, strong press away from that floor. Take it off as you need to, Craig. Get everything tight. Keep the elbows close. Screw the hands into the floor. Press yourself away. There we are, my man. Doing that work. Nice work, B. Drive the knee out. Keep that chest up. Nice work, Nikki. Keep that big proud chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. There we are, my friend. That's better. There we are, Ollie. Keep driving those knees out, my man. There we are, Izzy. That's good. Keep that big proud chest. Throw those elbows back. Doing good, team. Nice work, Mel. Keep those eyes forward. Pull those elbows back. Here we go, kid. Come on, bro. Put those elbows down to the pockets. Let's go, my man. Keep those elbows close, brother. Big, strong press away from the floor. Doing good, guys. Keep chipping away. Try to keep those eyes up, Ollie. Eyes up. Knees out, eyes up. All right, says A. Drive that floor away. There we are, Nikki. Keep spreading that floor apart. There we are, Kip. Screw the hands into the floor like you'd screw your arms in with the bench. Take strong breath away. Doing good, guys. We're just past that 37-minute mark now, team. Keep chipping away. Nice, Nikki. There we are, Mel. Keep that big, proud chest. Those arms come all the way down on each row, and then drive those elbows back. There we are. Shake those arms out. There we are. Knees out just as you're doing. There we are, Kip. Big strong press, my man. Keep those elbows in close. Yes, team. There we go, Izzy. Out the door on that run. Here we go, Kip. Come on, my man. Onto the bar. Pull those elbows down and back. Let's go, brother. Come on. There we are, Nikki. Keep spreading that floor apart.
Time, Kels.
Yo, what up, Nate?
Time.
You're at 39:41, Nate.
Oh, thank you.
How's that, bro?
That hit.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that was a nasty one, bro. There we are, Ollie. Drive those knees out, brother. Drive those knees out. Keep those eyes up. Send the hips through at the top. There we go, brother.
What's the time at now, Kels?
We are now at 40 minutes and 24 seconds.
Thank you, bro.
No problem, brother. There we are, Mads. Drive that heel through the floor. Drive the big toe through the floor. Let's go, Kip. Send that run, my man. Oh, locking up.
Oh, man.
41:26.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon, brother. Get out on that run. There we are, Ollie. Keep chipping away, brother. There we are, Ollie. You're doing good, my man. Keep chipping away at the squats, brother. Ride those knees out, my man. Here we are, Maddie. Big, strong press. Keep those elbows nice and close. You're doing good, my friend. Yo, you made it, Jim.
Yeah.
Yep, we got.
Hello. Hello.
Mahalo.
Done.
Yeah. Time right now, you're at 42. Well, just ticked over to 43, but like you did it faster than that probably by the time you got set up. Like there was some ice, so probably like 42.
Oh, okay, cool. I ran to the gym and then it was too short to run for a mile, so I ran all the way around the block as well. So it might have been slightly more. I don't know.
Probably. Because if you're around the whole block itself is 800 meters, isn't it?
Yeah. But it was like it's maybe a K from here to like the gym. But it was like too short to
Yeah.
do the gym. So I just gotta take this off.
Yep.
Oh. Nice, guys.
You're doing good, team.
Oh, yuck.
There we are, Ollie. Keep chipping away, brother.
Nice, Ollie. Oh, my lentils are chafing.
Yeah.
Far out. Oh. Hands are so tendy. Not used to being on a rig. So tendy. And I did the pull-ups first because I was like, I'll just do 120, 200, and then 300.
Yeah.
And then I did my pull-ups in 10s. And then the last set I had to do kipping because I thought that might be easier on my hands.
Yeah. And
butterfly.
yeah.
But they're still tendy. They're just baby hands, you know.
Everyone's hands are going to get wrecked after this.
So everybody's got baby hands. Nice, Maddie.
Good, Maddie. Good work, Craig.
Good work, Craig.
Your time was 44. 45, Craig.
Nice, Craig.
Danny's just getting a little swollen flexi on.
Oh, hey, Danny.
She did it.
Good idea.
She did it too. She's just getting the recovery kick started.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You got two. Man. What's that, Danny?
My hip flexors aren't used to all that running.
Yeah, I feel ya. Like the one thing I've noticed, Kelsey, is like when my ankle or with my body coming back, my quads are quite weak my quads and like front squatting is really weak. I like did the nastiest 80 kg clean the other day. It was like the first time I pulled clean, and I like stopped at the sticking point, and I was like mashed potatoes, far out. So like yesterday I did all these squats for training, and then today I was like, holy shoot, 300 squats. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
The quad strength will come back, right? Like that's the thing, because of like your ankle injury, you were so limited with how far you could let the knees translate. So that's ultimately just going to make the quads like lose some of their strength. So at least you were able to keep some strength with like the hamstrings and the glutes, and that'll carry over. And as you build up those hamstrings, it's just going to get stronger and stronger.
Oh yeah. It's just my leg endurance too at the same time, but that's fine. Like it's just really interesting trying to squat clean something that used to feel like, oh, I can easily stand this up, and now I'm like, oh, penis. Oh well, at least I did it. I was happy to do it.
Oh, it's good. You're doing good, Maddie. Keep chipping away.
Oh, shivers. I feel like such a
one more.
mess.
Yeah.
Shoe going.
Oh, that was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either. How did you do it, Danny? Did you?
I did bent over rows with a 20 kilo kettlebell.
Nice.
But those were quite easy. Like that was the best. So
yeah,
I don't know what else I could have done. And then I did knee push-ups, which was perfect because my elbow started flaring up in the last 4 rounds. So I couldn't have done anything more. And then, squats were normal.
Nice.
Same as you, I finished my run and I was like, shit, I've got like 0.1 or 0.2 mile left. So then I had to run. I ran the block a little bit further, and then I ran up and down the driveway a few times.
I was just like, what are you doing? Everyone's back in, low-key forgetting that she has the shortest legs out of the bunch. So
true.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The time counts. Beth's just got a.
Danny just took my timer. I'll pull it up right quick.
These bitty.
Right now, so she probably got in at 48:15, my friend.
Okay. I felt like that went quite fast.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Nice, Maddie.
You're doing good, Maddie.
Oh, 2 Kelsies.
Yeah, I know. My computer doesn't, it's still not doing the volume thing. And then lately I've just got in the habit of getting on my phone because my internet dies every once in a while.
Yeah. I remember you saying.
Yeah, this way it just keeps me safe. It keeps me bullet.
Just in case. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good time.
Oh, that was good.
Always a good time.
That was a good time. That's a good morning fitness. I quite like doing that in the morning. Isn't too bad. It's nice to just shut off, eh? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Hey, how was your first Murph?
Nate, I think that question's to you.
Yeah, that's to you, Nate.
Oh, sorry.
How's your first Murph?
That was what, sorry?
How was your first Murph?
Oh, it wasn't too bad, actually. I was quite nervous for it. So I did it body weight. And we don't have a pull-up bar, so I did a couple of 15 kg rows. And no, it was good. We just broke it down in the
50 minutes and 6.
Oh, sorry. The 5, 10, 15. We just did 2 rounds of that.
Oh, that's good. I'll smash it. Still got a couple more coming in.
Oh.
What's the time, Kels?
Right now you are at 50 minutes, and I'll give you 50 minutes, 37 seconds.
What would be considered a really good time for this?
15 minutes.
Real.
I'm kidding.
No.
Sub 40. Less than 40 would be a good time.
Okay.
Sub.
But less than 60 is a competent score.
Okay.
So you're still to Kip. You still did good, bro.
Yeah, bang. You have a competent score.
What's the time, Kathy?
Right now, my man, you are at 51 minutes and 27 seconds.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
These are tough to run.
Are you running, Jim?
Oh, Mel's here.
Okay.
Mel, you are at 51 minutes and 38 seconds.
Nice, Mel.
Yeah.
What did you say, Kapi?
How much further did you run?
Around the block.
So 800?
Yeah. Because 2 of them just didn't seem like enough.
No, I don't think it was quite a mile. It's a good distance to run, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Good distance for you to run.
That's game. Yeah.
Oh God, look at the state of it. I think the push-ups were the hardest.
Yeah.
Definitely the hardest. They got very tough.
What? No, I'm just bugging you. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, the push-ups put you under the pump all the time. 200 reps of push-ups is it's a fair amount.
Nice, Nikki. I feel like I've been doing a lot of pressing this week. I've done a lot of burpees this week. So a lot of like chest press. So I said to Kippy this morning, I was like, do you think I could change the push-ups up for sit-ups? Just because like my pressing is, and I got to press this afternoon.
You'll be fine.
He said to me, I'm not your coach.
Oh, man.
Then I just like, suck it up and just do it.
I don't think those were quite my words.
Yes, you were like, ask your coach. I'm not your coach. Ask your coach.
I said that it'd be fine.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear that bit. Selective hearing.
Kip, it will be fine. Gemma, ask your coach.
Same, right?
Yeah, totally. You're at 53-27, Ollie.
Nice work, Ollie.
Good shit, Ollie.
Ollie, did you do your strict pull-ups?
No.
Okay, it's okay.
He didn't want to take the backpack off.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just biked and I reckon I've got a massive hill just down the road from my house. But I don't. It's like, it was like the tiniest little gradient, but man, my legs were just like, I was like, man, I felt like this, but it was like this.
It's so funny going into that last run because you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a like pick up my legs and drag my legs kind of run. Like actively trying to think about lifting your feet every time because they're like quite heavy from all those squats. Well, mine were. I don't know about yours, but mine were quite heavy.
Yeah.
Some people were walking nearly as fast as I was running.
That's okay.
You're just by them like, if only you knew what I just did.
Yeah. Totally. I do it for the soldiers.
Yeah.
That one in 333 is another terrible one that ends with a really sluggish run, eh? 3K row, 300 double unders, and then a 3 mile. Is it 3 mile? 3 mile run. Yeah. And the run itself is just like, oh my lenta. Done that too many times.
4.8K.
What's that, mate?
4.8K.
Wow. That's a long run.
That'd be a good one to do, though. I'll do it.
It is a good one to do. It is like a good morning run. Like just shut yourself off and then just put your head down and do the work.
Yeah.
Been a beautiful morning this morning for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is really nice. We've been really lucky, to have so much sunshine.
I really have.
Lucky. It's been good. It's been good.
You
How did everybody break it up?
10 sets.
10
You already
sets?
got home. 10.
What did you say, Nikki? How did you break it up?
Oh, I did sit-ups instead of press-ups. I didn't ask, but I just did them, Jim. No.
That's right.
And I did 10, 20, 30 times 10.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I quite like that. What about you, Izzy? What did you break yours up in?
Yeah, I was the same 10 sets, but I'm in Mount Pleasant, so the hill was so hilly.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yo, what up, guys? Joe and Jack just finished.
Joe, I got you at 56:15.
Nice, Joe. Good work.
Oh.
Hey, Ez, you should get Simon to join.
Should get what? Simon.
Simon?
He's racing.
He's what's all right? Oh, right. On his cool chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool chair. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes, living the dream.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Love.
Nice, guys. Yeah, sweet. Just got Maddie still coming back in, team.
Cool.
Yeah.
I might get some.
I just didn't have any chalk to write it on the ground like I do in the gym.
Yeah.
When we normally do that one, big line and then.
I was doing mine in the dirt.
We were lucky to have a whiteboard, and I wrote down 1 to 20 already, and then I just like sweatily crossed it off with my finger.
Good call.
20 rounds of 5, 10, 15, Danny.
Well, kind of. I did 5, 5, 15, back to 5 push-ups because I can't split up.
Yeah.
So rather than taking a break on my push-ups, it was a forced break, and then I went back to them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. We got the dual action of Danny.
Oh,
Just like
Maddie, nice work. Maddie, my friend, 57:48.
Nice, Maddie. Woo-hoo.
Ready?
Nice.
Nice work.
Gains are made today.
There's one positive about working out at home, and that's if you put the wrong underwear on and they're not quite working for you, you can actually change them rather than having to put up with it for a half hour.
I had to do that just before we started.
Yeah, because it's like, oh no, they're not going to work. They're not going to work. At the gym, you just got to put up with it for the whole time.
You do.
Jim, could you
Yes.
please?
This guy just did his first official CrossFit workout.
Leave them outside.
Did you notice him in the background?
Was he doing it too?
He did his first. That was his first official CrossFit workout.
And
he picked Murph.
Nice.
Nice, man. That's one heck of a first workout to jump in on.
So are you sold now?
What was that?
How's everyone feeling?
Moist.
Everything's shaking.
No deal, Ollie.
That's a way to describe it, Ollie. That's a good way to describe it.
Oh, that's the most cringe-worthiest word ever.
It's still funny.
So
okay,
funny.
so that's our workout, guys. We do have like our coffee club, but we also just did a whole ton of volume. I always load videos up. What I heard is we're going to go through, or I always load up my stretching videos. Hey, over there.
Sorry.
I always load up my stretching videos, but today I figured just because, unless you guys got a jet out, we're going to do a little bit of stretching anyways, just because you guys just did a whole ton of volume. And if it was a class, we would be doing a stretch anyways after. So I figured we might as well just go through a little bit of stretching, show our wrists some love, show our ankles some love, show our hip flexors some love. It won't be like a full 20-minute stretch. It's just going to be some stretches so that then we can get our stretches in and recover because, well, let's be all real. Right now during isolation, it's super easy to sit down even on the beautiful days. And if we end up sitting down and doing nothing for the rest of the day, it's going to hurt tomorrow real bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off, we're going to actually do like a little bit of a top-down approach today instead of a bottom to top. So we're going to start off with some wrist rocks. So with these wrist rocks today, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take our palms, we're going to place those fingertips towards or point them towards our body, and then we're going to rock back and load that forearm up, and then rock forward and rock back. So we're just starting to stretch out our wrist a little bit after all the presses. Coach Thor's coming in to say what's up. He's trying to keep an eye on you guys, make sure that you're doing good. Rock back and forth. We're going to do 10 rocks like that. Then we're going to point our fingertips towards the front of the room and do 10 rocks forward and backwards as well too. So we're just showing those wrists some love after those 2. And then from there, guys, we're also going to take our wrist and turn it so that our palm is facing up towards the ceiling. And then we'll do our wrist rocks with those pointed towards us as well too. So we're just getting some extra, a little bit of action throughout that wrist as well too. Stretching everything out. All right, and there, guys, once we've done those 10, we're going to come down onto the ground. We're going to do that twisted cross. So with this, we're laying with that arm fully extended off to our side, using our right hand. So we'll put our left arm out to the side. Use that right hand. We're going to press that floor away, kick that leg up and over our body, or our right leg up and over our body, and then stretch out the front of that pec. So guys, just did a whole bunch of press ups there.
Yes, I do. You got my med up for me, buddy.
And then if you guys want to get more of a load out of this, you can use that right hand or whatever hand you're pressing the doorway with and bring it up and around and tuck it behind your back. That'll give you guys a little bit more of a load there through the pec. All right, guys, and then we're going to swap sides now, team. All right, so we're still loading it up.
Tell you what, my hips felt those second 150 squats, eh?
Yeah, I can imagine that they did, bro.
Yeah, how did you break yours up, Ollie?
I didn't.
I see.
You just did the 100, 200, 300.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and from there now, we're going to do our thread the needle. So we'll pop up out of there. We're going to shoot our hips back towards our heels as we would with the child's pose. Keep that left arm straight. And we're going to bring that right hand through, drop that shoulder down to the floor. With this, guys, I want you to keep your palm or both palms pressed to the floor for this stretch today. So we're just stretching out the back of that shoulder, working up a little bit into our upper back as well, too, for a stretch here, team. And with each exhale that you guys take, try and push yourself a little bit closer to the floor on this one today, guys. So we're just relaxing further and further into that stretch as we go. And we'll swap sides. All right, team. And then we're going to show our low back some love. So we're still laying with our stomach on the floor. We're going to do either our steel or our Sphinx pose. So we're going to have those elbows underneath or stacked underneath our shoulders, pushing that floor away and dropping those shoulders down from the ears. If you want more of a stretch, you can bring those hands underneath the shoulders, pressing that floor away. We're still squeezing those glutes, but we're just stretching or showing that low back a little bit of love, getting into the glutes and everything. We'll hang out here for a wee little. All right, and then we'll come back down to the ground. And then now, guys, we're gonna push ourselves back up. We're gonna get into our deep lunge position as we would with that groiner. With this, we're gonna have both hands on the inside of our foot. And then from here, if we wanna get a little bit more of a stretch, we're gonna drop down into our low dragon. So you're gonna get those elbows down to the floor. Just working on stretching out those calves, getting into the hamstrings, opening up that hip a little bit more as we're down in the bottom of this position. Gonna hang up here for just a wee little.
I can't get that.
Everyone is so quiet right now.
Yeah. I don't have any words left.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I have brick ears. You want a piece of me stuck in my head?
You want
Hi. What side?
You go, Kraus.
Oh, that Jem?
No, I was just going to say to Danny, your song came on in the gym. I think Kip was playing the Trailblazer Guilty Pleasures list.
Yeah.
There, Simon.
Yeah. She came on, I started dancing.
Yeah.
Did my song come on?
Song.
What's that?
Did my song come on?
Song.
No,
It came on last night and I started dancing to it.
No, I heard it last night.
All right, guys. Then from there, we're going to also show our hip flexors still a little bit more love. So that front of the hip. So we're still down in the bottom of that lunge. But what I want you guys to try and do now is reach back. Grab your toe. We're going to get into a twisted lizard. So with this, you're grabbing onto that toe. You can internally rotate if you need to, but we're trying to pull that heel close to our butt as possible as we stretch out the front of that hip flexor. So you're grabbing the opposite side of the body. If this doesn't work for you, we can go into our Samson stretch. So that Samson is just that 90 degree angle stretch where we have our right leg forward, squeezing the butt, pushing those hips forward. Right now, we're just trying to stretch these hip flexors out a little bit more after all that running that we just did. Danny just demoing the crap out of it there.
Far too many bourbons last night. Feel better now though.
Oh, that's not tighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were
you in your bike gear like 2 hours ago? Yeah, 9:30.
Okay. And then from there, guys, we'll switch over now. We're gonna put our legs out nice and straight on the floor. We're gonna do a seated forward fold to finish off with. Okay? So that seated forward fold, we're trying to drive those legs forward, reaching forward, stretch. So you can grab onto your calves, onto your ankles, or onto your toes, depending on how flexible you are. We're gonna just stretch these hamstrings out now to finish off with for today. Oh, yeah. What?
The quad and hip flicks on the other side as well.
Oh, I did say switch. Sorry, bro.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
it is, my bad.
We'll come back to it.
Right, Gemma.
We can do it after.
Coach.
It's a rip. You.
That's right. I stood after.
It's a wacky name.
Yeah, so fat.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah,
a small and
fat
slowing down
ankles,
quite
eh?
a bit. Ankles.
Danny just said that she feels like she could do that again.
Oh, really? Bang!
Do it. You want.
Put your money where your mouth is.
She says that now. All right, and then if we need to stretch out that quad or hip flexor on the other side, if we miss that, swap back into it.
It's me, stupid.
As I
I'm
would.
happy to wait a year before doing that again.
Yeah. I don't blame you, Mads. I don't blame you.
It was about 5 years when I did my last one, and I quit CrossFit for 2 years afterwards.
Me too.
Well, we don't quit CrossFit for 2 years now.
2 pieces of cake on my back. I was just like so pumped across the.
And once we're through with our stretching, guys, that's us for this or for the workout portion. Now, we always kick it. We do our coffee club. So if you guys want to stick around for coffee club, y'all can stick around for coffee club. Grab yourselves a coffee, grab yourself some food, get some recovery going. We're going to keep this thing up and rocking and rolling for a bit. If you've got to jet out, that's all good. Just make sure you say goodbye because we'll all say goodbye to you. Yeah, awesome work, guys. Really, really good.
Thanks, Kels, mate. That was awesome.
Cheers, Kels.
Good job, team. Oh, crushed it.
Thanks, Kels.
No problem, bro.
We ran out of coffee yesterday.
No.
How will you go on?
How will you live?
I know. I've ordered some more, but we didn't realize it was about to run out until it was about to run out.
What was it, Maddie? Have you not got coffee?
We ran out of coffee beans yesterday.
Socially acceptable narcotics.
Yeah. No. You know what? You know what you could do? Is you could make a coffee like mine.
We don't have anything else.
Oh, have you got tea?
Yeah.
Sleepy tea.
Sleepy tea.
Sleepy tea.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's a good time.
I don't know guys, so I might head out. That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah. It's good seeing you, my man.
Good seeing you, Alex. Good work.
Catch you later. Enjoy the day.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
Later.
Bye, Jill. Bye, Jake.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm head off.
Bye. I wonder where the dog's at. Yeah.
Alex had rings hanging in his tree.
Today, see if I can check on. Radio on.
Hey there.
Good morning,
Hello,
Leon.
morning, Leon.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I've been listening to all that. Your poor little palms, eh?
All of that ruckus.
Wow. You've lost lots of weight, kid. Sorry? You've lost weight, brother. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Leon.
Until Bacon Rose opens up again.
Yeah. Till Tuesday.
Kip did his entire conditioning in 1 week this morning. 10 minutes.
I've conditioned every single day since quarantine. Yesterday was my first day off because we have Murph today.
Hey, I totally believe you.
Hey, look, you see me. We are now. Yeah, that was nowhere near. That was the hardest part. Trevor Scott.
Oh, look. There we go, and put it in the rubbish.